Hey y'all, how are you? We're out in the garden here today on the family land. In the background, you will hear the captain mowing because he always chooses to make noise when I'm making a video. Actually, it's been almost 90 degrees here today, and so this is the first chance it has cooled off enough that he can come out here and mow. So hopefully you'll be able to hear me okay, and just know that this is a working acreage and there's always going to be noise. So many of you watch all of the gardening videos with all the wonderful gardens and everything looks beautiful, and then you go out to yours and you feel like that you are a failure. You are not. Things happen. And I'm going to show you not always, even if you are experienced, things do not always thrive. Let me show you a case in point. The onions have been in the ground since February. They are not producing at all. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. These tomato plants, if you'll notice, they each have one tomato. They all look like Charlie Brown tomato plant Christmas trees. They're supposed to be big and beautiful. They are not. And like I say, every plant, I kid you not, has one tomato. That's it. Okay. So let me tell you why. Let me go on over here to these potatoes since we're talking about a not so cool crop. You know, you might as well show you the good, the bad, and the ugly, which I'm going to show you. Okay, so the potatoes. There's some weeds in here. That's okay. That's not what I'm showing you. The potatoes, I would venture to say we will not get any. If there are, I'll be surprised. Last year in Missouri, we had a beautiful potato crop. If you go back on some of my videos, later videos, you will see that we do know how to grow potatoes, so that is not the problem. But what is the problem is the actual soil. We put this garden in very quickly to have some food in here. We did not have a chance to amend the soil. This used to be a hay field, so it is depleted of nutrients. And that's what's happening here. Although potato plants did grow, I only saw a few flowers. They did not flower beautifully like they did in Missouri on that property. That property there had beautiful black soil. It was very well full of nutrients. This one is not. As I said, it was depleted by the hay fields, but we were trying to get food in the ground as quickly as possible when we got here. So that was a mistake. And it's a good thing these are test gardens because, I don't know, failure, you could call it failure, or you can say it was a learning experience. And what we're going to do is pull them up this next weekend. We'll just go ahead and pull all the potatoes and see how they did. This is where the okra is. There is some okra plants in here, but I'm going to go ahead and amend the soil here and re-sow seeds. But anyway, let's go back over here to this madness. Look how small the plant is. One tomato. One tomato. Anyway, all the way through here. One tomato. Now, let me show you what happens if you have it in really good soil. Same plant, planted the same time. I just planted these ones in the bucket. Look how big and beautiful that plant is. Tomatoes, more than one. Good soil. Lots of flowers. Anyway, soil does make a huge difference in the way things turn out when you plant them. Let me show you a couple of other things that I planted in pots instead of putting them in the ground. How beautifully they are growing and producing. Jalapeno peppers, not having any problem there. Lantana, it's got some purple flowers coming on it. More tomatoes. More tomato plants. There's tomatoes in there. I just got to see where are they. Well, anyway, there is tomatoes on those ones. That's mint. These beautiful things right here, look how big those are. Horseradish root for my fire cider. They're growing fantastic. These are the tomatoes. More peppers. See my pepper in there? That's a big Bertha pepper. That's a big Bertha. Some rosemary. Another big, nice rosemary. We'll walk. I'll show you some other plants while we're going. I'll show you, again, the difference in the soil. These are container beds. Sorry for the shakiness, because I'm walking on uneven ground. These have different soil in it. They have some fertilizer in it. These are up here in the show area when we get this all done for when we open the nursery. This will be the part of it. We're going to show this as we are building this nursery. This is just the area as it gets, we're working on it. It's an in progress thing. But as it comes together and we do get the nursery open, this will be an area for people to sit and enjoy and see the test gardens, what things should look like. Better soil, more tomatoes, all cherry tomatoes in there. Another pepper growing. Beautiful flowers, they're all doing well. I showed you before this arbor that the captain made out of tree saplings that he harvested. There is fairy lights all on it, so when it gets a little darker out here, they'll light up. So that's really pretty. Have some roses over there that are yet to be put in the ground. Rosemary at the garden gate, y'all. Y'all know. This butterfly bush right here, this is butterfly bush. It started out this big, that's all it was, 2 plants, and so it has flourished in the pot. This is paying homage to my great-grandmother. Beautiful flowers for her. As I've told you before, we plant for the ancestors. In our gardens, there's always room for the angels to dance in our gardens. Ladybanks. Also ladybanks over there. So this, if I'll back up a little bit, where the 2 ladybanks are, right there, there's going to be another archway with lights. So those can grow up on it. The beans are doing well. Let's see, what else is new in the garden? Here, let me take you over. I'm going to show you a couple things. I don't know which way to go because we have so many new things. Putting down some more of the black sheeting to keep the grass out. More herbs all right here. That's mint. Both of those are mint down on the ground. The water feature is waiting for the electricity to it. Should be run this week. So that water pump will actually pump water, and I'll show you that when that gets done. The dogs are going to come out to bark now, just for your entertainment, I think. More herbs in here. They're all doing well. This is just an old antique lamp, and we put solar in it, so it will light up in there. All of these light up at night. Here's another idea for you. That's just a glass globe, and we stuck a light in it. We'll come over here and let Georgia visit us. You might or might not be able to see her. Georgia! Georgia! Are you going to smile for everyone? Yeah, she doesn't know. Anyway, we got daylilies over there. They're new to the garden. Some more rose bushes. The fig tree is doing fantastic here. I'm going to get you away from the barking dog. Cannas, doing fantastic. They started out, we brought those from my mom's old house out here, and they are thriving. Squash, doing well. Okay. Lemon balm. That is cinnamon basil. Look how big the stevia plant got. This is a stevia plant. That's fennel. Lemon verbena. That's a big old plant. And this is another lemon something or another. I've lost my mind. Let's see if I have the tag in it. Oh, here's the tag. Nope, it's not lemon anything. It's orange mint. Orange mint for the tea garden. Right there. So, lots of projects going on. As I said, this is the start of the nursery. Getting things in. This will be the show part of it. So, oh, I forgot to show you because I got excited with myself. The other day when we went out to Alcatraz, we got pink honeysuckle. So that's the pink honeysuckle. And we're going to put it to climb up this bed, headboard, old headboard. So that's going to be pretty. Anyway, pretty much all of the new happenings here. What's happening in your garden? What's happening in your garden? Mine, I'm being wobbly while I'm trying to walk. This is around the front porch. More shady plants. Again, another light, just old light fixture. And then we just stuck the dollar, lights you get from the Dollar Tree in it. Things start to get magical and light up at night. It's a little dark over here on this side, but there's hydrangea over here. Anyway, the lights should be starting to come on. It's out on the front porch. I have some more tomato starts over there in the red cups. I'm trying to get them hardened off, and they will be what we replace once we get the soil amended out there. So as I told you before, always succession sow, so you're never without. And again, if you have things mess up in your garden, don't freak out. Everybody has what some would call failures, but I don't call it a failure, I call it a lesson. Learn something new every day. Well, let me show you this. The wild plums, maybe. Not sure if we could see them, because it's almost dark. There you go. Wild plums. This tree is loaded with them. You can't really see it too well, but anyway. That's what's happening here. What's happening in your area. Tell me about your gardens. Tell me about what you thought was going well and then it wasn't. Or what is going well and you're excited about. And I'll show you how we amend the soil in the next video or two. And I will show you what happens when we pull the potatoes that I don't think we're going to get any. But we'll see. Anyway, much love, y'all. Happy gardening.